Hey everybody, welcome to part 7 of Freedom Planet 2, or what is essentially the halfway point of the story.
This drone is dripping wet! This blue is not a judicious color.
We will discuss your dry cleaning bills later, Captain. Focus.
The next 2 stages are going to take place in the the Globe Opera. Which, let's face it, is based directly off of the Opera House in Sydney. So not only is Shang Mu New York, but it's also Australia, too. Okay, whatever. Avalis is a geographical stew of things. Now, Globe Opera Part 1 is your fairly basic run-of-the-mill stage. You just run to the right until you reach the boss. There may be branching pathways, but they all funnel out into the same endpoint. What is cool about this are the holographic OLED lights that turn into platforms if you stand near them. The blue lights, or purplish I guess, turn into platforms if you stand near them, and the red ones explode. So you do want to keep track of those. Make sure you're not standing or even near the red ones when they do go off. This stage introduces giant robots with boomboxes. Literal boomboxes. I'm talking the Ghetto Blaster itself. And they do a lot of damage too if they hit you. But they do at least have a very predictable wave pattern. It goes up and down kind of like a Medusa head. Just a longer Medusa head that connects to each other. I'm confiscating this. Man, that's our box office money! It seems like Nira's no better than Carol when it comes to thievery. She just acts a bit more high and mighty, that's all. Did I mention that Globe Opera's soundtrack is amazing? Globe Opera's soundtrack is amazing. Honestly, I think I like the second act better than the first one because it's radically different and edgier, but it's still a great sounding tune. This is one of my favorites. Honestly, the whole soundtrack is becoming one of my favorites. To be honest. I didn't think that was possible, but it is. Still not as great as Fortune Knight from the first game. That one song is stuck in my head, but this whole soundtrack is a banger. Now we're in the second half of Globe Opera, which is shown off with these pools of water here. Why is there water here? Well, there's sea life. And you also got the boss of the stage. Lives in the water. It's freaking Jaws. There's one movie that should have stopped with the first one, it's definitely Jaws. Jaws and Jurassic Park should have ended with the first movie. And Halloween. Some people might argue Back to the Future, but Back to the Future is a good trilogy. I think it works as a trilogy. I mean, sure, Back to the Future 3 was just kind of there, but it's still a good film. It's kind of like Return of the Jedi. It's a great film, but it's blandly average compared to the first two. I guess you could say the same for Alien 3. Probably more so for Alien 3 because, that movie's not really that good. Got more posters for Thunder Lilac here. I want to know who this Thunder Lilac character is. we never see her in this game. Or maybe we do, she's just hiding somewhere. The thing I forgot to mention about Nira's dodging ability is that after you successfully block an attack, she'll go into focus mode. This is indicated by a glyph that hangs over the character. And once Nira's in this state, the speed and damage of her attacks will greatly increase. The special bar will drain over time, however, so you want to keep an eye out on that. This is why I don't go out to sea. Now, this boss fight is pretty simple. He'll jump back and forth between platforms, and on occasions just go off the screen completely. You want to watch out for the water splashes, they will hurt you if they connect. Nira's downward stab is ideal for this boss because it does tremendous damage. And that's honestly my go-to for whenever I play as Nira. I just do the downward stab all the time. Not only does it look painful as hell, but it also looks badass and painful as hell. But yeah, whenever he's jumping in between platforms, you want to stay close to him. Don't let him out of your sight. Yeah, that's pretty much how Jaws ended. And Jaws 2. And Jaws 3. And Jaws the Revenge. Man, a lot of these sharks blow up in these movies. I don't get it. And the reasons for the sharks exploding in these movies make less sense as time goes on.
I'm approaching the rendezvous point. Show yourself, you pugilistic Physignathus! I, Captain Kalau, bring an offering of peace!
Wait a minute. Captain Kalau did not sound genuine there. Something is definitely amiss. Now, the first part of Globe Opera Part 2 takes place in the dark. You have to get the power back on by activating these 3 sockets. And let me tell you, when you do turn the lights on, the music that plays, it's actually genuinely intense. It's one of the more intense themes in the game. And I love it when music is super dark and creepy. This is one of those. Super dark and creepy music. Yeah, this definitely takes me back to early 2000s, or hell, even mid-2000s music where, good God, everything's depressed and edgy. It's Linkin Park. Now, the gimmick for Globe Opera Part 2 is going back to previous areas that you've been to throughout the game. Now, right here, this is Dragon Valley. For this section, you have to swing down the vines and make sure you don't go through the shining mirrors. They will take you back to the beginning of this section. And that's never a good thing, especially if you're doing a speedrun. You can trust some of the mirrors though, they'll take you to the right place. But if it's a whole bunch of mirrors in a row, do not go through those. There are 6 of these throwback sections, but you only need to do 4 to proceed. That's the socket I'm looking for. All I need is the plug. I can't express in words how detailed the backgrounds in Freedom Planet 2 look. It's getting to the level of, I don't even think the Sega Saturn or the PlayStation 1 could even do this. Oh, god damn it. That's modern technology and game knowledge for you. Okay, so... Oh, I can't even freeze the mines. Damn. Okay. Take this slowly. Don't want to get blown up. I do want that shield, though. There we go. Now I'm all set. From now on, Nero will be known as Ultra Panda Tank. That is something that you would not at first get from Nero from the looks of it, but yes, she is a panda. She's a panda girl. Panda lady. Gong and Zao are pandas too, and Gong looks more so like a panda than Nero does. In Zao's case, he's a red panda, so he looks way different than anybody else. In fact, the more you squint, the more the red pandas look more like raccoony foxes, so there you go. It must suck to be a lesser panda. But this part right here is Shinlin Park, as demonstrated by all the pipes. No water though, so you don't have to worry about drowning. Like, that's an actual problem. You do have to worry about the mirrors though. Oh damn it, I'm humming again. Why's this song gotta be so catchy? Oh! Anyway, welcome to Avian Museum and Globe Opera. The reappearing, disappearing blocks from Mega Man make a return here. Oh, of course. You also have these immediately cool platforms that will flip over if you jump off of them. So you can wait and time your jumps on those things if you want. Okay, now this is too far. We got flamethrowers and disappearing blocks. Try and fight my way through all the nonsense. You can actually destroy the flamethrowers, which at first may seem impossible, but they do go down after a few hits. Those might actually be easier to take down with Nero because she has ice powers, and fire and ice are polar opposites. Even though fire should technically be the victor over ice, but whatever, it's a video game. Here's the last section I'm going through. This is the Sigwata segment. The main goal for this part is to get the little conduits into the doors in order to open them. Pretty much the same thing we were doing while we were on the Sigwata stage. This isn't the only level in the game that's broken up into different segments like this. We still got Ancestral Forge in the second half. Oh boy, that stage actually sucks. That stage, I hate that. Ancestral Forge. We'll be seeing that later. Goes on for fucking ever, I swear. It's my least favorite stage in the game. Burn in Hell Ancestral Forge. And I actually mean that. Actually go to hell Ancestral Forge. Alright, so we made it to the boss, which means we have to say goodbye to that epic music. But, yeah, this boss is actually kind of challenging. His first method of attack is trying to dive bomb you twice. You can either jump up or go down a level in order to avoid the attack. The boss's primary method of attack is really just it trying to shoot its guns at you, which is really hard to avoid because it tracks onto you super quickly. pretty much encouraging the dodge or block at that point. Okay, it's gonna do the dive bomb again. Every time you drain a health bar, it will resort to the dive bomb. The robot bird will also have a third attack once you get it down to half health, where it basically rains down bombs. The bombs are easy enough to avoid. It's really just keeping your eyes on the robot that's the main issue, because it will fly off screen a lot. Oh, okay, it starts the bombing attack with a quarter of its health gone. That's moving up in the world. But that won't matter for long because the thing will be a part of the scrapyard. Yeah, this boss can be a pain, mainly because of how squirmy and all over the place it is. But once you start tracking the locations of where the boss will be at, then it's not that bad.
Nice try.
Alright, so we have not heard back from Captain Kalal yet. I wonder what happened.
Come in, Cap. Is everything all right over there? Are you there? Captain? What happened?
We have to hurry. If the captain is in trouble, we need to save Zao right now. Mayor Zao? Where are you? Say something if you can hear us!
I smell someone. It's Captain Kalau! Captain! He's all right! Hey, Cap! Glad you could make it!
Captain, did you meet up with Merga? Did she fall for the decoy? Captain?
There's someone behind him! Corey! What are you in short stuff doing here? They're with the monster. What? That's crazy, scary lady. Wrong! We're all buddies and best pals over here. What? What the heck's going on? You're all working for Merga? Are you all brainwashed or something?
No, Carol. Believe it or not, I'm doing this for you.
Some injustices can never be forgiven.
Where is Merga? Everyone, stand your ground.
Right!
Why can't I sense her?
So, hatchling, you've come after all.
Where is Zao?
Captain, if you'd please.
He's okay. Let's get out of here.
I think not. Now that all the players have gathered, it is time for this performance to end.
But you have Pangu, right? We did what you asked.
We had a deal, Merga!
The deal did not include distracting me so you could free this miserable speck of a man. Besides, even without my informant, I could clearly recognize the machine you brought as a fake.
Whoa! Giant fish lady was a ghost?
A hologram. She was never here in the first place.
Take care of our guests. A delight, ladies.
General, come in. Gong, do you copy?
Nuh-uh, spoilers! Nothing's getting in or out, thanks to my signal jammer playmate, Casual Acquaintance number 47! happen!
All fighters, fangs out! You're not actually going to fight your own sister, are you? Of course not. I would never hurt my beloved sibling. You, fight my beloved sibling.
Of course.
How is this any different?
Captain, don't do this! Not only because I still think you're cool and stuff, but didn't I already beat you once the first time?
That was the old Captain Kalau. A Captain Kalau that was holding back. Now, he has awakened his true strength with the flames of burning justice!
Well, this is gonna suck.
Come on, gang. Split them up and take them down.
Split them up and... That was a Star Wars Battlefront quote! Anyway, welcome to the boss of the auditorium. This is, this can be painful. This is actually a really painful boss. But there are tricks to it. Whenever you see it jump up onto the wall, you just want to be underneath it. That way you don't have to worry about getting shot by the orbs. Now, the circling orbs you don't have to worry about as much. Whenever the creature bot is doing its final attack, the orbs will spread out, but they'll either go straight left or straight right. Alright, so what you want to do is be underneath, wait for it to jump back down, but avoid the shockwave because I was still hurt, and strike. And for this boss, or at least this part of the boss, I'm not so much worried about losing health as much because there will be a health refill after this point. So I am tanking it a little bit to get more hits in, but I'm still being cautious. Don't want to take too much damage now. Ow. And that is only phase 1.
A most invigorating warm-up, brave fighters. But the battle is just beginning.
Behold! My greatest playmate yet! The BFF 2000!
Fighters, form up!
3,
2,
1!
activate!
Beast 1, checking in!
Beast 2, checking in!
Beast 3, checking in.
Combat mode, execute!
Oh great, it's a Voltron Megazord thing, which looks kind of like an Evangelion and a bunny. What is this thing? Battle Bunny 2000. Now, this boss, this phase of the boss fight, actually will give you a run for your money. Because the attacks hurt, and there's very little opportunity for you to attack itself. So you kind of have to seize opportunities here. The thing is massive. The attacks themselves range from the mech slashing at you to shooting at you. But there's more. This attack where the bot leaves a lingering beam on screen you want to avoid at all costs, because if it doesn't outright kill you, it does a lot of damage. You also have this holographic attack where the 3 antagonists will shoot at you and launch Haidokens at you. That, honestly, is not as bad as the beam attacks. And in all honesty, this boss fight is probably harder than Serpentine was. It's mostly due to how hard the robot is to hurt. Now, you want to smack it in its face, that's the only weak point. But the problem is, the face is 17 feet high, so it's kind of hard to jump up, smack it in the face, and also the robot's moving at the same time.
It'll be fine. We need to leave. Now!
No, don't mind me. I have this perfectly under control. Wriggling to freedom is my forte. How did they get tighter?
Gong, do you copy? Magister! Ascal! Anyone! Useless!
This was a trap from the beginning. We need to get back to the Magister.
Run, dragon! As fast as you can!
What about us?
Don't worry. I have a cunning plan.
This is so uncool.